Hello guys and welcome to this video where I'm going to be helping you improve at FC 25. This is a collaboration with Score More with Xbox. The idea behind this campaign is all about rewarding the Xbox community and making it the best place to play FC 25. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be my normal style of video where I'm helping you guys improve, giving you tips as I normally would. But for all you Xbox players out there, you're going to have the chance to win 12,000 FC points. All you have to do is fill in the form down below with the correct time that the Score More with Xbox graphic pops up. It could be at any time in the video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm looking forward to this. Thank you to Score More with Xbox for sponsoring the video, and let's get into it. So this is the team I'm going to be using in this video. We are going to be playing some Elite Division rivals. So it's going to be pretty sweaty, but I'm going to do what I normally do and read off my thought process and stuff like that. I'd be interested to know in the comments how you guys are feeling about the game. You know, are you enjoying it? What improvements do you want to see there? And do me a favour, leave a like if you enjoy. We're going to get into the game now. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we are going into the game now. One thing that I did want to ask you all, actually, is what were your thoughts on the Ballon d'Or promo? I'm recording this late at night, so we do still have the Mbappe and Sophia Smith Ballon d'Or cards up front. So, you know, we're going to use those to our advantage, if possible. But what's your thoughts on it? You know, are you a fan of what they did with that? This guy's got the Mbappe, of course. Everybody has the Mbappe. But yeah, I think it's something that they should consider going forward, you know, and doing it more regularly. But anyway, you guys are here for some tips on how we're getting 15-0, Elite Division, all that sort of stuff. So, from our kickoff, you know, as I always advise, you want to sort of let it juice up. You know, I see too many people running at their opponent from kickoff, and it just doesn't... It's just not the way to go. You really need to make the most of your kickoff. As it has been for years, it feels like a real goal-scoring opportunity, and it's one that you just do not want to be wasting. So you want to take your time where possible. You know, I know that I understand not everybody wants to be holding the ball and, you know, not going forward and stuff, but honestly, you know, the way this game forces you to play, it sort of needs must at times. We do track the runner there, which is super important. You need to get your right stick switching on point and basically just make sure that whenever they've got an attacker that's running through in behind, you sort of make that the priority, because through balls on this game are a serious issue. We are in the 5-back right now, and I'm not trying to use that in a ratty way, but what you'll see is I do use my fullbacks a lot. This guy's pressing very well, as you'd expect for someone that's, you know, this high ranked. Here, triggering my players on a run, we're actually going to use the player lock and send it over the top. The assisted passes that you get from the player lock are an absolute joke. So that is something that you need to be taking advantage of for sure. Here, we're just going to try and take our time. We're mixing in that second man press while marking the runner, and we do get rewarded. Send the striker on a run. I'm going to player lock to Mbappe here, pass all the way back, go for a little bit of magic. That is good defending from the opponent. We throw an offside trap in there. Make sure we're marking the runner in behind once again, not giving any easy pass up. I say that as I literally let him through. But there, what I do, you see with a second man press, you can actually wait until your second man press player gets near to the attacker and then switch back onto that guy to actually step in and make the tackle. That's something that I've found recently actually does work really well. Got to be careful when playing it out of the back there, because that is super dangerous stuff. We'll take our time on the throw, just recycle it back. Go for the driven pass in the middle. Did not work at all. Here, we're going to double up with the second man press again. Works very well. The mixture of second man and then the manual pressing, you get a lot of joy on this game with that. You really do. Here, we're looking in for potential runs in behind. Not much going on, so we're going to recycle it back and then spray the ball all the way out to Capdevia. Player lock onto Mbappe. Didn't quite work out, but a bit of R1 dribbling. We do somehow win the ball back there. Going to wait for Capdevia to make his run, try and play that through. And we're having a bit of a rough start. You know, nothing too drastic going on. No need to panic, but not playing too well. I've got to sort out the attacking patterns. Really struggle at times with the AI on this game. Here, got to mark that cutback as we do. And then we can play our way out of the back. I'm going to play a lock onto Mbappe. That is an awful, awful pass from Capdevia. Try and be aggressive in the press there. Recycle it back to our defence, and then we can play our way out. Going to go for that player lock once again. Will it work this time? There we go. trying to send Mbappe on these runs. If you've got a player like him, it is so, so valuable. You need to make sure that you're triggering your players on runs, you know, using the player lock where possible. You see here, you can get a lot of joy. We get the ball into a wide position, cut it all the way back, one more extra pass, and then we do find the back of the net. That's a beautiful goal. You see there, the player lock that we got with Captavia. He's literally taking players on by himself. It's something this year that you guys need to add into your game. It is super, super effective. Got to be careful of the kickoff here. It's lucky because he's red timed the finish there. But yeah, kickoffs, it's a real pain on this game. It really is. Taking our time, we'll get the ball into the middle. Not quite where I wanted it. But we're holding the left trigger as well and just making sure that we can step in there, win the tackle, and then we'll recycle back to our other fullback. But this game, to say the least, it is quite messy at a high level. It's not like other games, you know, where one player is sort of keeping possession. It's all pretty and just working out. It just, I don't know, it all seems a bit scuffed. We use an L1 sprint boost there, play for the extra pass. That really, really should be finding the back of the net. I've sort of choked that. Maybe if I take one extra touch, we could have actually just gone in and guaranteed the goal. Make sure we're marking these runs in behind again. We're going to throw an offside trap in there, just to make his life a little bit harder. Another offside. Okay, that's really bad from me. Really, really bad from me. That is where you don't want to be overdoing the offside trap, which I have just done there. That is poor from me. I love the offside trap, and it is a really good tool to use. But if you get it wrong, as you just saw there, it can be fatal. So you've got to be very, very careful. Poorly done from myself. But yeah, I was saying, this game is messy at a high level. It's just, I don't know, I just find there's no real patterns, you know, to the play. You know, you can get in a chance on goal by doing the wrong thing at time, which is crazy. Here we'll activate the player lock. The pass doesn't quite work out, and it's just a little bit scuffed. Yeah, I think this year it's just one of those. You know, if you're struggling with this game, I think it's so different. You know, other FIFAs that we've had. I tried to use the R1 dribble in there. Unfortunately, we will throw an offside trap in. Going to mark the middle of the pitch whilst using the second man press. You can see there we win the ball back from the second man press. Bit of R1 dribbling. Hazard is apparently tracking back and he's the best fullback in the world, which is news to me. Really good from Campbell there. Trying to be quite direct here. We're getting towards the end of the half. Try and make the most of the last attack, which is important that we keep the ball. You need to be keeping an eye on the clock and making sure that you're the one getting that last attack. So here, taking our time. We'll recycle to the edge of the box, looking for that one driven pass. Saliba has done well. He is incredible on this game. And that is half time. It's not been bad by any means, but it's been a little bit scuffed. So I'm going to try and sort out my attacking in the second half and basically just make sure that we're not conceding a stupid goal where I've offside trapped and given him the chance. But another thing I wanted to say, guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, specifics, you know, on this game, feel free to ask in the comments. We're here to help you out. That is the idea of the channel. Here, looking for that driven pass into the cam again. The run of Mbappe is definitely what we're looking for. Little L1 sprint boost, finesse into the far post. Beautiful. That is the use of the player lock once again, coming into full tuition. We've got to... I literally knew it was coming. I was about to say it. We have to mark the kickoff glitch. And we do get away with it. But yeah, that's how you know you're playing against someone who's pretty good. You know, when they're throwing that into their game, you know, that they're a pretty decent player. My bad. Got to be careful of Hazard here. Probably going to try and cut inside. It's fine. We sort of worked it out in the end. We're triggering a run with L1 for Mbappe here again. And I'm just going to try and send it. Because sometimes, yep, you're going to get that animation. A little bit of magic here. Going for the R1 dribbling. Looking for a cutback. Gone a little bit too far. Using that second man press once again. You can see that's my main tool in defending. The second man press. It is so useful. It just allows you to do two jobs at once. Which is always helpful. On any FIFA game. Step in there, do really well. We're going to take our time. Don't want to give it anything stupid up here because, you know, we've controlled the game. FC25 is not a game where chances are just free-flowing. It just isn't. So we've really got to make the most of actually having the lead, especially, you know, if it's your game for the rank you're going for, or if you're in the elite division or something. You've got to be careful. We're using offside trap. You see how high the line goes? As long as you mark these runners in behind now, which we are sort of doing. Yeah, we step in and win it there. As long as you mark those runners in behind, when you've actually got the high line, you don't really need to worry. That is such a poor touch in the middle. Going to take our time here, and we will recycle it to our other fullback. Actually calling Bonmati short there with R1 before we did the header, just to make sure that she's coming a little bit closer and giving us that passing option. Player lock again. L1 sprint boost with Mbappe. Got to green time it. We do not green time it, sadly. That is pretty unlucky. This guy has paused it. He could potentially be out of here. I'm not really too sure. Probably a tactical change. But we're doing well here. It's really more of the same. You guys are seeing the general game plan. We're sort of playing for the cutbacks. It's one of them at a high level. There's only so much you can do. You know, I've seen people saying to me in comments before on these videos about how they don't like the style and stuff. And I get it, man. I really do get it. But the way this game forces you to play, it's needs must unless you're happy to accept, you know, losses that you wouldn't have got if you played a certain way. Like, you just need to do what the game forces you to do, I guess. Really nice cross there. That is absolutely gorgeous. We do get unlucky. Potential chance still with Mbappe. I tried to do a drag back and then like a sort of a scoop turn to throw him off. But we're pressing really well this game, which is nice to see. We do need to make the most of it and get that goal. We'll play the through ball in here. Tried to wait a split second to see if the keeper would move. Didn't on that occasion. Done well there. Really nice crossing as well. And that has to be going in. It really does. From here, offside trap again. Just raising that line. Got to mark the through ball in behind. Always stay on the runners. There we go. We step in. We win the ball. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We're going to try and go for that goal now. Same again. So we get the ball out wide. We're looking for the driven passes into the strikers. And then we try and play these through balls over the top. Very, very effective. If they're not marking properly the runs in behind, which a lot of people tend to not, you are going to get chances. You see here once again, if you've got a player like Mbappe, it's just GG's, man. You know, you can run in behind, through balls over the top. Like, it's just, it's a long, long day for your opponent. It really is. Triggering another run there. L1 sprint boost. We're going to try for the extra pass here. And that is GG. 4-1. We've played a really solid game here against a good opponent. I am actually quite happy with it. We've controlled possession well. We're pressing well. We're marking the runs in behind. It's just been a good high-level performance. We try and play one over the top. One extra pass again. That is unlucky. Deserved a goal, to be honest. The little flick on header with Smith was actually really nice. Triggering Mbappe on a run. And there we go. This guy now is... He's completely lost his head. It's a long day for him. A very long day. You have to feel for the guy. But we'll try and keep the standards up. Great first time through ball from the opponent there. What I do in those situations that I just did with Vidic is I'm holding the jockey button. And I just sort of walk into the ball and let the game tackle. As long as you're holding jockey and you position well, you're actually just going to win the ball back anyway. You don't need to be spamming tackle. Because that is a thing that people do. That they definitely shouldn't be doing. Sprint boost with Mbappe. Saliba has recovered very, very well there. Make sure that we're marking these through balls in behind once again. It didn't let me switch properly that time, so we're going to have to try and get across. Is that Luis Suarez, by the way? I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing here. Has he got like some sort of promo card that I'm not aware of? I'm not really too sure what's going on because his card these days is not it. But a driven pass here. It is Sophia Smith, so I mean I would try and get him behind, but we just couldn't really get the pass off. Player lock, and then I'm just sending it down the line here. There is times there where you're just going to get lucky, and that is what I was saying about this game being messy. There's certain things that you just sort of have to try that are not reliable, and they're not 100%. The thing is, when I was playing as a pro, we were always taught, you know, to play for the percentages. On this game, you are sort of just playing for stuff, hoping that it goes your way, which is never how I'd want it to be. but it just tends to be how it is. That looks quite cool, that Suarez card, to be fair. But that is going to be the end of the video, guys. Best of luck in the giveaway. Thank you again for Score More of Xbox for sponsoring the video. It's really cool to work with them. Like I said earlier, it's all about rewarding you guys playing on Xbox. That is what we are here to do. But we're going to wrap it up as soon as we defend or concede this corner. I hope you learnt something today. Feel free to message in the comments if you have any questions. I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.